Theseus versus the Minotaur. It's Theseus's turn. He can start from anywhere. Now it's the Minotaur's turn. You go back and forth. Each step that you take must be a greater distance than your previous step. You can't touch the string of your opponent, even at a point, and you can't touch your own string, even at a point. And you keep on going back and forth until one player can't move and they lose. So here we have Theseus, and Theseus is stuck. Theseus can't move. Let's play it again. You can think of this game as being a game where Ariadne realized that Theseus was going to jilt her. So she got smart and she said, I think I'm just going to give a string to both Theseus and the Minotaur. So that can be your backdrop from Greek mythology. Okay, so where are we going here? Oh, this is looking pretty good for Theseus. But the Minotaur takes a classy move, but Theseus fights back, and yeah, the Minotaur's got nowhere to go, so the Minotaur loses this one. Okay, after you've played a few games, your class might choose to try a 2v2 game. So here we have Ariadne and Theseus against King Minos and the Minotaur. Again, you're taking turns. You're going to go the blue team, then the summer colory team, and back and forth. Okay, so let's go. I like the 7x7 board best for this variant. And again, you have to take longer moves than your previous move. Every player must do that. And who wins? It's the team that takes the last move. So right now, I think that Theseus is in trouble. Yep, Theseus is in trouble. But Ariadne is still going strong up on the top. She's got that light blue streak and she's doing well. But now we have failed for the Minotaur and now we've failed for Ariadne. So King Minos has won for King Minos's team. That's the game. Thank you to Eastlink, who funds my position as Director of Nova Scotia Math Circles here at Dalhousie University.